Okay, the second part of chapter 2 is basic sources and uses of fund. So in this part, we basically want to know what are the sources, sumber, and uses, how our funds is being used. So in this part, there is a statement, which is a statement of changes in financial position. When we say financial position, it referring to the balance sheet items. Okay, the changes of financial position represent sources and uses of fund. Okay, the keyword here is the changes. What does it mean? There will be 2 years. Let's say 2021 and 2020. So the changes from uh, 2020 to 2021, bila kita subtract atau tolak, it refers to the changes. So from these changes, we will see which one is referring to the sources and which one is referring to the users of fund. Why actually we need to know what is the sources and users of fund? Because we want to know where is actually we get the money, the fund, and where is actually we put the money into, the users of fund. Okay, so basically what we are trying to answer is where did the firms get its funds during the year, from 2020 to 2021. What did the firm do with the available fund? So this is a users of fund, and this is sources of fund. Okay, and how does operations? What does operations mean here? What are the businesses doing? Yeah, how does the operation affects firms' assets and liabilities? How the firm is actually using the funds to operate the business. Fund flow statement or statement of changes in financial position is actually combining changes in balance sheet with other relevant financial figures such as income statement. So basically what we need is 2 years of balance sheet and then an income statement. Fund inflow, fund coming in, it's called as sources of fund. When there is funds outflow, going out, it is known as uses of fund. So basically, total sources of fund, sources of fund will be equal to total uses of fund. Whatever the funds coming in will be equal to the funds going out. So dia akan jadi zero lah. Sources of fund bila tolak uses of fund, it's equal to zero. Sources of fund tolak uses of fund will be equal zero. Okay, to know how actually what are sources and uses of funds, we need to know lah which is actually considered as sources of fund. We know that sources of fund is money coming in. Okay, so this is the criteria. The first one, okay, funds coming in, inflow. Inflow is decrease in asset. How can this decrease in asset considered as sources of fund? When we sell assets, sells asset, which means we get cash lah kan? We get cash, then it becomes sources of fund. Okay, and then increase in liability and equity. This one when we take loans, or equity capital. Kita letakkan duit modal, okay, itu adalah sumber fund lah. Ataupun bila firms borrow money, is actually sources of fund. Funds masuk dalam company. Yang ketiga adalah earning after tax ataupun net profit. Of course, this is net profit ni consider fund that the firm can use later on. And then depreciation, because depreciation is something that not exactly cost that we incurred. We don't give cash out for depreciation, but then we deduct depreciation ni in our income statement. It becomes sources of fund. And then sales of stock. Of course, bila we sell our inventory, it becomes our fund to operate the business. Okay, that is the criteria for sources of fund. Then we see the uses of fund. Cara bagaimana is actually the firm is using the fund. The first one is increase in asset, which means buying asset. Of course, buying assets, we take out the money, to buy the asset. So, the funds outflow. Duit tu keluar sebab kita beli asset. Kemudian, decrease in liability and equity. Okay, we giving out, paying interest, paying loan. Paying loans. And then, bayar balik modal to shareholders. So basically kita gunakan fund tu untuk membayar. Kemudian net loss from operation. Kalau net profit memberi modal, memberi duit kepada company, net loss is uses of fund. Dividend paid, we take out the money to pay the shareholders. So money going out. Lastly, purchase of raw materials. Of course lah, when we buy stocks, we take out our money. Retirement of shares, jual balik share. Selling shares. Okay, example. So basically, we need to have 2 years of balance sheet. In this example, Mecca Incorporated Berhad, they have balance sheet 2021 and 2022. This is a hypothetical example, right? So we have all the items in balance sheet in assets area and then liabilities and equities. Okay, what we need to do? Okay, this is the income statement for 2022. Income statement, we don't need 2 years. We just need a balance sheet 2 years. Okay, what we are going to use in this income statement is depreciation as well as the net income or net loss. Okay, so how are we going to do that? Is taking the balance sheet 2 years, which means we need to deduct 2022 to 2021. So for this example, X2 referring to 2022 minus 2021. So 97 minus 28, we get this figure. So untuk marketable securities, 10 minus 42, we get negative. Negative. So we see here when there is increase of asset, it's actually uses of fund. Uses of funds. If decrease in asset, it's considered as sources of fund. Sources of fund. So we see here, if there is positive which means increase, it's uses of fund. Decrease, negative figure, it's a sources of fund. So we divide lah which one is uses of fund, which one is sources of fund. Okay, we calculate each one of the items for current asset, fixed asset here, and then current liabilities all, long-term debt yang ni, and also yang ni. Okay, then what happened is we put in the fund flow statement. Fund flow statement for the year ended 31st December 2022. Okay, we divide into sources of fund first and then uses of fund. Okay, for the purpose of our class, students don't need to be able to do this fund flow statement, but you need to understand what is sources and uses of fund, what is fund flow statement, what is it in there, which means in fund flow statement, the amount of sources of fund must be equal to uses of fund ni. The total must be equal. Like that. So from here we actually extracting what we calculate from here, this amount, okay, this amount, and we put in here. So this one depreciation ni we get from income statement, and also this one. Okay, we get from this one, we get from this one, balance sheet. Balance sheet. Okay. Okay. Another one to be able to understand sources and uses of fund is the cash flow statement. The cash flow statement is separated into three main categories, whereby we want to know the operating activities, the investing activities, and financing activities. Where operating activities include net income, depreciation, changes in current asset and current liabilities. So net income from income statement. Depreciation can be in income statement. Changes in current asset and current liabilities, this one from balance sheet. Investing activities is changes in fixed asset. Fixed asset is considered as investment. Then financing activities is changes in short-term investment, notes payable, equity, long-term debt, and dividend payment. So for this, students need to understand what is cash flow statement, what is actually the main item need to be put in cash flow statement, which means it's divided into three big items, which is operating activities, investing activities, investing activities, and financing activities. Okay, it ends with a summary of net change in cash, cash at the beginning of year, cash at the ending of year. What is actually the statement of cash flow shows? It shows where does the cash is going in and going out. What it is being used in a company. For example, preparing cash flow statement, we have a consolidated balance sheet for 2 years, 2004 and 2003, and also income statement at the year ended 2003 here. Okay. So with these two statements, we need to, from the balance sheet, we need to deduct 2004 deduct 2003, and then this figure, okay, we put into this statement of cash flow. Okay, it starts from the operating activities. What is it in operating activities? Net income plus depreciation, and then increase in account receivable, increase in inventories, and etc. etc. We get the net cash provided by operating activities, which means the net cash provided from operating activities, actually the company uses the net cash is negative for operating activities, whereby for long-term investing activities is acquired a fixed asset, it's actually paying 230,000 in terms of okay, all right. They actually spend 230,000 for acquiring fixed asset. Finally, financing activities, a sale of short-term investment, increase in notes payable, increase on long-term debt. Maksudnya, what does this mean? This means that they acquire additional long-term debt and issuing notes payable this much, and they are paying dividend. Ini money coming in, ini money coming in, yang ni money coming out, going out. Okay, net cash provided by financing activities ni suppose. Financing activities. 227,520. Okay, then you add everything up. It makes the net change in cash is 5,000. Where did you get this? 227,520 minus 230,000 minus 2,520. Okay. Then you get this cash at the beginning of year. This one from is provided. So add this up, negative 5,000 plus 15,000, which means 15,000 minus 5,000 lah. The balance is 10,000. So basically that's it about sources and uses of fund. Okay, thank you.